Hey everybody, welcome back to Superman Crypto. Your host Superman in the house, and of course we're going to get into a Zen update. We haven't done for a little while because a lot of projects have been building. There's been too much to comment apart from the price, but we're going to get into a Zen Crypto Alpha today. Hope you enjoy this. Get your comments in as well. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for more great content on lots of stuff, crypto, DGen, Pulse Chain, lots of stuff. We're going to talk about it. So yeah, Zen Crypto Alpha, and we're going to talk about mint strategy as well. Maybe you've just come into Zen and you're wondering, how do you get a good deal? And we'll talk about some of the strategies that are good to have. Remember, you need to do your own financial due diligence, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about the big protocol coming up, XenGame. This looks hot. Maybe like DBZen, which is the best protocol so far. XenGame looks like it will do amazing things. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the Jack meme coin briefly. We're going to touch on that. And of course, we're going to talk about the 333-day boom, which is probably going to be the biggest thing of them all. And that's going to run for 333 days. Can you believe it? And we're going to talk about the time frame and a little bit of tokenomics and a little bit of further stuff you can follow up on as well. So let's get into it, folks. We got the Zen price here at the moment is at 608099. This is on Ethereum. Obviously, this is on 11 chains or more now, so it's pretty amazing. And yeah, it's 6 zeros on Ethereum. Ethereum is the most valuable chain, of course. This is the top liquidity pair, 793,000 at the moment. Market cap of 14.8 million. So remember that. So this is the current one we've got going, and this is the daily chart. It's been a little while since we had the Phoenix and the Zen Dodge launch way back here in May. And of course, we're now well into the future now. We are into the 17th of August here. So this is the current price. Obviously, we've had a bit of a downtrend since then as well. Let's go to the weekly, have a quick look at the weekly chart on the old Zen. That is the weekly chart. Obviously, we start off really high, but that is the weekly candle. So yeah, we had a big, nice rise up here. And we're basically, it looks like we're bottomed out around this mark, around 8,000. We've been here before, right back in March. We were in here before. So pretty cool on that. As we tick away. So let's jump away from the price, have a look at the supply numbers. We can go to zenturbo.io and have a look at the supply numbers here. And we can see that we've got, what do we got here? We got the Zen supply is down here. So let's have a look at that. We got total supply, 21.92 trillion Zen. Estimated to be about $17.8 million. We've got liquid supply, though. That's the one we really look at, is 18.3 trillion. And of course, this is actually on track with what I estimated some time back, so it's pretty good. Total staked as well as 33.6 trillion, which is, modestly good. But they're earning what? I think about 17% at the moment on the latest ones, if I remember rightly. And it goes down 1% per 90 days. So maybe it's yeah, I think it's at 17. And then we've got total gas there used. Is at 46,746, which is amazing, right? So $84 million has been used at current Ethereum prices to burn, which is an incredible amount. So there we are. Current holders, spot holders, 96,000 people. So it's a big community. And of course, the price there at 608099. Market cap, of course, we talked about 14.8 million. That's pretty cool. And we're almost at 2 million 24-hour volume, which is pretty good, I think. Now, obviously, we've got the VPMX both on Ethereum and on a Bitcoin over here. We're going to jump past that, though, for the time being. That sort of part of the Jack ecosystem for Zen is still building out. So the biggest burner so far is DBZen at 5.2 trillion, Zen NFTs at 1.5 trillion, and Zen Dodge at 1.1, which was all pretty much on the first day. So that is pretty much not done much since then. Phoenix at 244 billion on Phoenix, which is so on that one too. Now you can see the daily burn here for the last 90 days. Let's go all time, and you can see all time that was that big Zen Dodge launch and the big burn. But since then, we've kind of been tracking up with the burn, and that's to be expected. Pretty much, we've got a lot of Zen coming out until September. We've known that for some time, even with new mints coming in. We can scroll down to the bottom and have a look at that, the future, and we're going to come back to talk about this. So here at the moment is all time Zen mints coming up in the future, and you can see at the moment the estimated supply is 323. Now it's going to change around quite a bit, especially with gas prices and stuff like that. Mined is 146.7, 45% so far to the expected max mint, and I think that's going to be even lower, right? So getting in now is kind of cool if you do. Right, 146.7 trillion still to come, but of course, let's have a look at how that goes. So we're coming into September. We've known that September, let's see where September is around here. We know that that was going to be the end of the lower mints. Then we're coming into a sort of a medium range mints. all the way through to about the beginning of February. So about the beginning of February, you can see it sort of steps up here as well into February. And then we're getting our first big minting, which is through late February and March. So March is really the first wave of minting. Then it sort of dies down a bit, quite a bit here in May and June, April, May, June. And then we get the second big wave of minting in July. So it's a big July there. And then, of course, it tapers off a bit. We get a bit of a bump there in September. And then it tapers off right at the back end. Obviously, there's going to be future mints, and they'll fill in a few of these spots. But of course, you get, if you're minting in the past or minting now, you're going to get a lot more Zen for your mints, right? Especially if you do it in the weekend, get low gwei, around 10 or 11 gwei, something like that. So if you can pick those off, that's really cool. The lower the gwei really matters in your return on investment. Now, obviously, this is all speculative, so just remember that as well. So what is your strategy? We're talking about mint strategy. I just want to briefly touch on that. If you've just come into the game, and as my suggestion is that you want to either mint really long out the back end. That's probably the cool way to go. And because there's going to be a lot less mints out there, you're getting a lot less mints per mint as we move forward in time. Remember, this is going to be minting out over 8 years, but I think it's going to end a lot quicker than that with the gas prices and things like that. So, yeah, in terms of profitability is being pushed out into the future at the current price. Now, obviously, if we get a raise in the price, it makes it more likely more mints are going to come out. But once again, you don't want to get caught in the wrong place between gas price and minting the actual price of Zen. So one strategy is to obviously keep minting out the back end, particularly on the weekends, get them maturing on the weekend. So you got the lower gwei, because if there's a pump in Ethereum, then the prices all go up. So you got to pay more if you don't hold Ethereum. So make sure you hold enough for claiming, not just minting. It's about 45%, I think, of the value. So just remember that, of the minting value. Now, the other one, of course, is we're going to talk about XenGame. We're going to talk about the 333 burn coming up soon too. And that's expected to launch pretty soon. So let's get into that first, actually, and talk about that. So we can see here's Maxim Broadcast. He's a YouTuber, and he's got a good take on this. Quick update. Zen burn auctions for XN start date likely postponed from the September the 1st to October the 8th, Zen's birthday, 1 year birthday. Isn't that awesome? And if auction is 333 days, then it would end on the September the 5th, 2024. So that is currently the expected date, subject to change from Jack. Now, this would change approximately, and of course, he's got some estimates here. I'll leave a link to that if you want, or you can hit me up about that if you want that in the comments. I'll post the link to Maxim Broadcast. But he's at Won't Settle Media on Twitter if you want to do that. Now, let's play a little video from Jack talking about this.
On the spaces, we said September. We're working on getting it set up very well, and it is possible we're gonna fall into like the first week of October just to do it for the Zen's birthday, and we just want to do it do it well, so it does we don't end up fucking up, because it is an important project.
All right, so that's from Jack there. So it does look like the time frame so far is the current one that Maxim's got. So we might see it launch on the 8th of October, subject to Jack, of course. And that means 333 days. It would mean it would end on September the 5th, 2024, which means a mint strategy means that you could do some mints in August here, and you would still make it in before the September, the September the 5th, which is here. So that's in this date. So you've got a zone after this big wall of Zen comes out. And remember, the 333 days burn's going to be every day. So we could get a lot of this stuff burnt over that time. We'll find out how much, but you can check out some of Maxim's estimates there. So you got a little window in here. You've obviously got a window in here as well between the March and the July mints. You can get in a mint and through here on the weekends is typically the best. And also you've got a little strategy here. You could try. You'll get a lot less yield, of course, minting out here, but you could mint a little bit just before the March wave as well, just a little bit. And you never know, the price might rally into that. You just don't know, depending on the burn. But in any case, it also depends on the number of protocols launching in Zen as well. But in any case, you could do some ones in August there, and just in these gaps. And of course, after the 333-day burn, you could also have mints coming out the back end as well. You're still going to get a lot of Zen coming out there. And of course, 30% is going to go to projects that you sacrifice for, and you can sacrifice for XN if you so choose, or you can just have the Zen everyone else sacrifice. So there's two different strategies there that you can follow. So that there is some of the Mint Zen strategy secrets. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, the next thing, of course, is the XenGame is coming out. This is huge. This could be the next best thing after the Zen, after the DBZen. We'll come back to the DBZen burn. There's a DBZen burn up the top here, 5.2 trillion burned. And of course, XenGame looks amazing. I've talked about this. I've raved about this since the beginning. This looks so good. And I think this is really fitting pretty well. So we're going live 16th of August on X1 DevNet chains. This is the testnet. Try the testnet now at demo.zen.game, demo.zen.game. And of course, you can join their Telegram for questions and bug reporting. Kind of cool. So it's got the connect there. Now, if you want to add, of course, you need to add in all these details for X1 chain. If you haven't got that, you do need some Zen on the testnet there too. All right, what else? We're going to jump into the website, which looks amazing, doesn't it? Doesn't it look so good? I think this looks amazing. And yeah, we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. So Zen.game, I think it's going to be the biggest thing since DBZen. And we're looking forward to this. So it's going to have amazing tokenomics. We're going to briefly go through that. And I'll leave, if you want the links, let me know in the comments. But we've got the active pot. This is the big reward. So this is a big reward here. Is the kind of cool thing. But to play, you need some keys. If you want to get into the big pot, you need some keys. And to get some keys, you need to put some amount of ETH in there. And what is the price of a key? Well, it will be based on the key price here. So you need to get that too. That's pretty much it. And you buy some keys. And that's going to give you a proportional chance of winning the big prize pool, right? And at the top, we've got the current winner in the testnet. So round 34, you can see at the top there. And we've got the winner at the moment. So kind of cool. There's an hour and 26 minutes left to go. It's going to be going every 24 hours, right? Then, of course, we've got the Zen burn down here. Burn fun there as well, and you get a nickname. If you want a nickname, you need to put the nickname in here and play. At the moment on testnet, it says 0.02 Ethereum there on the testnet, so it's going to be on Ethereum, which is pretty cool. You also, if you've got Apex NFTs, if you minted out those before, like the X Unicorn and the Exotic and stuff like that, if you've been minting via these different NFTs, then you're going to get some benefits for those, right? So kind of cool. We can see that we've got a number of people already. Looks like connected to that. And then, of course, we've got the recent activity down the right-hand side. So that's pretty much how that rock and rolls. There is a docs for this, so explaining the game. And you can see that here. So Zen.game is an exciting jackpot game where the ultimate winner is the last person to acquire a key at the end of a round. So wow. During a round, participants have the opportunity to buy keys, extending the timer and positioning themselves for victory. We like victory. The cost of each key gradually rises as keys are purchased. Players who possess keys receive a continuous stream of passive income. Remember that you get continuous stream. So yeah, very cool. From the game generated by ongoing key purchases during the round. Ching ching. And these rewards can be withdrawn at any time. So you can see this is going to be pretty popular, I think. When the time reaches 0, the individual purchase the final key emerges as a triumphant winner. Key holders and Apex NFT holders also receive a share of the spoils. Yes. So if you've got Apex NFTs, you're going to benefit from that. Remember if you got one of these NFTs from Minting Zen, which is kind of cool. As well. So looking for other fun features, a large portion of the game's revenue is allocated to the burn fund. And this is bullish for Zen, right? Which can be used to buy and burn Zen tokens from Uniswap. Yep. And any player has an ability to initiate this action and will be credited with the on-chain record for the Zen token burn for the XN. So you also get part of that allocation as well, not just for the 333 day, for example. Apex NFT holders enjoy a continuous stream of passive income derived from each key purchase during a round. So that is the generator. People buy keys, and that generates a lot of the revenue allocation. Players have the option to register personal vanity names, which is shown to other participants when they are winning position. And of course, we can see that at the moment. This winner here has got up there. They've got no name though. So they'd have to go and register a name. So you can register a name down here. So you would see the nickname up here. You might see Sinzu, for example, up here. He was up here a bit earlier on the list. Apex NFT holders enjoy a continuous stream of passive income derived from each key purchase during a round. Now, they obviously paid especially a lot of the ones like X Unicorn, paid a lot for their NFTs. And of course, this is a nice way of rewarding them as well and attracting them to the game. Players have the option to register personal names and vanity names, so some cool stuff there. Now, that's pretty much it. It's got the game, of course. The game begins with the jackpot of ETH and 12 hours on the timer. So it's 12 hours on the timer, not 24. Players can purchase one or more keys with ETH to put themselves in the winning position. The last player who purchases a full key before the timer reaches 0 wins the grand prize. There's a catch though. Each time a key is purchased, 30 seconds are added to the timer, but the maximum time is 12 hours. So remember that. So TikTok on the timer there, and you can see on the testnet that is ticking down at the moment. So only an hour and 24 minutes ago on the testnet game being run at the moment, which is kind of cool. A fair launch, of course, preceding the game is a 90-second fair launch event during which players have the opportunity to purchase keys at an equal price. Participants in the event will contribute ETH during the allotted time, and when the timer runs out, a total of 10 million keys will be issued to the players proportional to their contributions. So that's very important. The ETH raised during the event will fund the initial jackpot and determine the starting price of a key. Once the game begins, the price of keys will increase slightly with every purchase. So take into account this price here. This key price will increase once the game starts. There's a 90-second flat rate, then it starts rising as people enter. So remember that. Like that's kind of fun. If you like these sort of games, it's very, very cool. Keys, of course, purchasing the key requires a player in the winning, puts a player in the winning position, ties them to a portion of the game's ongoing revenue, which is currently in this person is the last person to buy a key there. They're in that position. The starting price of a key will be 1/10,000th of the starting jackpot value. Price of keys increases slightly with each key purchase. So there we are. Now, the revenue collected from key purchases is distributed in 4 ways. Key holders get 50%. The jackpot gets 30%. So that's what people are chasing. And of course, if you get keys on any particular game, you'll be getting a proportional share based on how many keys you got every day. And of course, that's passive income. Burn Fund gets 15%. This is really bullish for Zen because it's going to buy and burn Zen. And of course, the Apex Fund as well, 5% too. So 50% is distributed to key holders, with each key holder receiving a share proportional to the number of keys they hold. So it's kind of cool like that. You can see the breakdown here as it spreads out into these different ways of burning. Apex Fund, of course, goes to rare, epic, legendary, exotic unicorns, which is a good way of giving them some stuff back since they got in early, particularly at high prices. So kind of cool on that. So it's got some more details around that in terms of getting keys. We're going to jump past that. The Burn Fund, of course, the Burn Fund collects ETH for the purpose of buying Zen on the open market and burning it. Fantastic, right? 15% is pretty much that. So kind of cool. 1% will be going to a Burn Fund's ETH balance is allocated to the burn incentive. The user who successfully submits the buy and burn transaction will be awarded the incentive. Obviously, you can only do that one at a time, so they do switch it out. Apex Fund, of course, is pretty cool. The Apex Fund collects ETH for the purpose of rewarding players who have Apex NFTs registered with the XenGame contract. The distribution is proportional to the number of NFTs registered in the respective Apex classes, so it puts more pressure, more upward value on Apexes as well. 60 points to X Unicorns, 30 points to Exotic, Legendary 15 points, Epic 6 points, and Rare 3 points. So if you've got one of those, very, very cool. The contract will check the user's Apex ownership upon registering and upon claiming the rewards. So pretty cool. In-game, of course, should the game ever reach 0, the round will end. The jackpot will distribute it in 4 ways. Grand prize 50%, key holders 20%, Apex Fund 20%, and next round 10%. That's pretty much it. Kind of cool on that too. And the validity names, of course, you can get a validity name. When the user is a winner of the game, their wallet address will be displayed as the current winner. So kind of cool on that. So that is very exciting. That is the XenGame. And of course, the creator of that is Ludwig. And he posted this about 11 hours ago that the Apex NFTs minted before the XenGame. This may be relevant soon. So very, very bullish on that. So a little teaser there for the Apex holders if you're one of those in here. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. In summary, here's the reward jackpot. That's how you buy keys to enter the reward at the top. And of course, you can burn. There's a burn Zen there that's been burned. You can register a name here. And if you've got an Apex here, you can register your Apex. And of course, the winners, the current winner with keys at the time before the pot ends is shown at the top and with the recent activity on the right-hand side. So I hope you guys like that. All right, number of keys and number of ETH so far in the round 34, which is pretty cool. All right, it's going to be a multi-chain as well from the looks of it. So ETH first from the looks of it. So that's pretty much it. And the founder there is Ludwig at EtherTears. All right, so that brings us to our quick last topic, which is the Jack meme coin that's coming. So let's quickly listen to that.
So this Jack token, why is it called Jack? Like, I'm curious.
It's a meme token about Jack Levin, about based off of you, actually.
I see. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I was kind of thinking it may be that. So thank you for that.
No problem.
Well, the origin of Jack token came about. We originally created Zen Pepe, and they both have the same tokenomics, just as launched a bit different. We're trying to make it trustless. So there's a 1% buy tax, 1% sale tax on each trade. And all of those taxes are used to buy back and burn PZen. So it is pre-minted. I guess I'll start with the XenPepe. It was pre-minted, and all of it was stuck in the LP pool and available for purchase. There was none given to founder allocation and whatnot. But the only problem with the XenPepe was that it was a manual buyback and burn. And so in the process of trying to make it trustless, the Jack token was created. Now the Jack token will be distributed to the holders of XenPepe, and its contract does automatic buyback and burn. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. They're both on post chain, and they both use their 1% buy and sell tax to buy back and burn PZen.
And Slashdot, the creator of Daytona Finance, is deving it up.
Yeah, that's right, Jack. This is Iceman, by the way. But Jack token is created and developed by Slashdot, as he just mentioned, based upon an original idea for a token that Fervon had.
So there we are. That's a little bit of an update about all those. So we talked about XenGame, talked about Jack Meme, and the 333-day boom, which I'm looking forward to. And of course, we've also talked about the mint strategy on at the moment as well. So I hope you enjoyed that big update around Zen. And the price of Zen at the moment is, of course, there. It's at 608066 on Ethereum. And of course, I hope you guys that help leave a comment, and I'll get back to your comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share the channel around, hit the bell for future videos, and smash the like button. And I will catch you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.